Would this $200 backpack save your child's life? I put it to the test with Chip Holland at Gun Range USA in Memphis.
You hate to think you got to protect your kids while they're at school. It gives you a barrier to your most important parts.
Holland frequently conducts active shooter training. He's aware of all that can go wrong.
If this is something that would help someone to get away, if the backpack is taking the rounds and the person is not, so it could give you that moment to escape.
We stuffed the backpack with books and notepads, the way most would be carried around. Then we strapped it to the back of a dummy. Let's do this.
All right.
Our weapon, what's become the choice of mass shooters, a 9mm handgun.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
What are you expecting?
Expecting as many books in there, probably the books are going to do a lot. And that's where your 3 rounds hit there.
All right, let's open her up.
Made it through all 3 legal pads, got into the book, but didn't come out of it.
The books alone were enough to stop the bullet, so we removed the largest book and tried it again. The armor built into the backpack absorbed all the bullets. The National Institute of Justice certified this backpack to defeat a 9mm round, but not that of an AR-15.
Today, and I'm just so grateful all of you.
An emotional and uplifting reunion in downtown Memphis.
Amen, amen, amen.
As family and friends gather to celebrate the life of Reginald Mercer IV, a 25-year-old organ donor who died after a car crash in 2014.
I feel very blessed to be here today to experience both of them together, the heart and the right kidney.
Reginald's mother, Barbara Edmond, still struggles with her son's death, but she remains at peace, knowing he's been able to give several others a second chance at life. On this day, she met with 2 recipients who received her son's organs.
And I'm excited, to be here and to be with them and hear their stories, and how they're doing. And it just makes me feel good inside, and it gives me joy to know that they're doing well after receiving their organs, from my son.
6 of Reginald's organs were donated: the heart, liver, both lungs, and both kidneys, helping a total of 5 people from different parts of the United States. Across the bridge in West Memphis, Arkansas, Reginald lives on through 65-year-old Jerry Miller. Thanks to Reginald's kidney, Miller no longer needs dialysis.
I can walk long distance and I can get out there and run, and sometimes I, because I feel Reginald is present in me, the young man spirit. Sometimes I overdo things, and I have to say, look, Reg, just old man here too. Now we got to share this body.
Edmund has also connected with Kurt Garrett. He lives in Texas. Garrett received Reginald's liver. Garrett gave his newborn daughter the middle name Reggie in honor of Reginald. Then there is Cozy Parker of Batesville. We introduced you to her in 2017. Parker received Reginald's heart April 9th of 2014. She met Barbara Edmond for the first time during a ceremony at Baptist Hospital.
When you actually sit back and you think that you're going to actually meet the people that were gracious enough to give you their heart, their son's heart, you can't help but to be emotional.
Nearly 2 years later, Parker and Edmond remain in close contact.
And why is it so important that you keep in touch?
By me being a recipient for Reggie's heart, I'm a part of her now. She's a part of me. So it's very important to be able to share those moments with her.
They fly by and my kids are out here, they could get hurt.
Good morning. People don't appreciate us. You ought to see them flying by. But the children is our reason for being out there, my reason for being out there.
And that's all Flora Wallace needs. For the last 11 years, Wallace, or as kids at Greenwood Elementary School call her, Miss Flo, she's been in these intersections directing traffic.
Slow down, baby.
Spreading smiles.
There's power in. Good morning, Jesus.
And making sure that kids are making it across the street safely.
If it wasn't for the children, I wouldn't be there.
Tiffany McMinn knows the struggles of trying to cross the street with her children.
It's really hard when I drop them off because they speed so fast through here.
That's why crossing guards are important.
The importance of our job is to get the children, sometimes the parents are with them, to get them safely from point A to point B, and from point B back to point A.
The main rules you need to follow is make sure you're stopping when a crossing guard directs you to stop and following school speed limit signs. Those are usually around 25 miles per hour. Ask Miss Flo what she's seen over the years as a crossing guard. You get a slight pause.
Oh my.
Then she'll tell you exactly what she sees every day.
Cars not stopping, you blow your whistle, you can stop one lane, the other lane is flying by.
The job is important, but Miss Flo also recognizes its dangers, especially when drivers aren't following her directions.
Come on, darling. They're calling you. Your job is not important.
There have been crossing guards hurt from distracted drivers. Miss Flo is one of them.
It happened about 3:15.
At the intersection of Graham Street and Faxon Avenue, Miss Flo had stopped traffic to let students cross the street. Not everyone stopped, though. Miss Flo was hit by someone driving a white truck.
The kids was looking, crying, people were screaming, and I'm like, what happened?
Miss Flo ended up with several bruises, an injured knee, and several cuts.
But I'm still here.
And she will keep coming back with a message to all drivers.
Take heed to the whistle. Take heed to the signs, to the lights. Please stop. When you're in a school zone, slow down. And if you hear the whistle, stop. Have a good one.
In Memphis.
Come on.
Sheila O'Connor, Fox 13 News. This house sits on the corner of Carnes and Sims in Orange Mound. It looks like an ordinary house, but this house is anything but ordinary.
It's dazzling.
From the moment you step inside, you're greeted with unique decor like this chandelier with teacups and plates, and the smell of tea fills each room. The story behind each tea packaged is what Carrie Moore wants you to know about. Moore is the founder of My Cup of Tea. It may look like a regular tea business, but it goes beyond that. Moore is helping the women in Orange Mound come out of tough times.
But what they really wanted was some help with utilities and bank accounts and rides and car notes.
Moore is providing that help. At My Cup of Tea, there's a story behind every worker you see. From fighting drug addiction to living in poverty to life on the streets, each woman ended up at this house hoping for a second chance.
We want to provide a sanctuary where there is peace and job security, family wraparound, community.
Let me show you what I'm doing here.
Moore hires women who live in Orange Mound or have a history with the neighborhood. From tea instructor to supervisor positions to groundskeeper, the jobs are endless. Moore says the women aren't tied down to grueling work schedules either.
She will have the freedom to work on her schedule so that if her car is down or her utilities are not paid or her children are in JV, they still have a job secure and they can come back when it works for them.
Moore says when she started My Cup of Tea, she hoped it would be a stepping stone for women to gain work experience and land a job elsewhere. But something else happened.
What happened was because we sustained this environment of family and community and love and support and dignity, the women stay.
Since starting My Cup of Tea, Moore says women have gone on to buy homes, buy new cars, and even provide for their families.
So everybody doing all right today, ladies?
Diane Bowen is the work-life facilitator for My Cup of Tea. She's been here for 7 years.
The sisterhood in itself, the spirituality within the place, the calmness, the serenity, that's what keeps me here. What you over there doing, Miss Dyrus?
Bowen says the relationships with the women begin on the very first day someone walks into the building needing help.
Then I would ask them in and we will talk and just form relationships with the women, find out if they're broken, what issues are. You know, you come to my house, you don't have to bring anything.
Bowen says the best part of being at My Cup of Tea is seeing the growth in the women who come through.
It's just the enhancement of the house I've fed into, and it's amazing just to see the growth from when we come in broken, and then we're just, the love that we share on each other just uplifts us to be productive women of God.
Providing empowerment,
they're worthy,
self-worth,
you're somebody, you're worthwhile,
and encouragement that they can do whatever they set their minds to.
It's just one happy family. That's what we are here at My Cup of Tea. Thank you for the sisterhood, God, the love.
In Orange Mound,
the family.
Sheila O'Connor, Fox 13 News.
Thank you for being God all by yourself, God, and enabling us to move forward and strive for the better, dear God, and allowing us to know that
there's a sense of freedom, actually. It's like almost playing jazz. It's improvisation, and the creativity just flows out. I don't feel restricted. It can be anything I want. And what I really love is that everyone sees something different in my paintings. And there's no right or wrong about it. Whatever you see, that's what it is. I have what I call 2 or 3 styles. There are the series, the rebuked ones. Those are people that are invisible to the public because of race, sexual orientation, financial conditions. And then I do abstract paintings in the style of, I guess you would call that like Jackson Pollock or Michael Jean Basquiat. And then I do what I call paintings that match the furniture. If they ask me, I throw it back to them, what do you see? And that's what it is. That's why I love abstract art, because there's no one set thing. It's whatever you say it is, whatever you feel. And when I paint, I paint what I feel, and that's it. Yeah, it goes from there. These people, and they are people, and you might notice they don't have eyes. Why don't they have eyes? Because they've been rebuked, and a lot of people consider them invisible. So there is a message actually that I'm trying to say to people, whether it's it's a race thing or a religion thing or economic thing, we have to be responsible for our fellow man and woman. We are responsible for these people. They are our brothers and sisters. We don't just step over them and pretend they're not there. They are there. Maybe once in a blue moon I might have a plan, but if I have a plan, I usually change it as I go along. Or I might say it's finished, but then I come back to it, no, it's not finished. That's what I love about it, the spontaneity. I'm not locked in. And it feels wonderful. Of course, I don't succeed every time, but it's fun. It's therapy for me too, I guess. I can't imagine not doing it ever again. I mean, I just have to do it. All I ask in sincerity is support the children, encourage them. If there's a child that wants to draw, and I know my parents were like, that's fine, you can do that, but you have to get a real job. But just encourage it. All people need, young people need, is a little bit of encouragement. Just a little positivity goes a heck of a long way. It can make the difference.